Yeah, hello, my fellow Ghanaians and family loved ones. I'd like to say good evening, and I'm glad to make this live video just to make discussion about what is happening in the world now, not only Ghana but the whole of Africa. And I have three things that I would like to talk about. First of all, I would like to talk about one, what is the main cause of COVID-19? Two, how are we going to tackle COVID-19? Three, have we found the traces of those who got the COVID-19? There's three questions that I have asking. Let me talk about the third one mostly. That's the most important that I would like to share with everybody. I think there's a big mistake that our leaders are doing here, and to me, I think it's not necessary. One, I think they should follow up on the traces, those who came out, like the foreigners that came in Ghana, right, with this kind of virus that we call COVID-19. I think they have to trace them wherever they have been to, the contacts that they've had. They have to set up a team that will follow up and then get all the contacts wherever they've been. If it's necessary, they have to fumigate the places they've been. They should do it, because as at now, it's a pandemic and everybody is having fear. We are all home, locked down, and there are people out there still doing their businesses and they are moving up and down. So let's take it the next 2 3 days. What happens next? If we are not following, we are not doing these traces, what happens next? I think as of today, we have 204 contacted or COVID-19 suspected cases in Ghana, recorded in Ghana. And we have 5 people that have passed away, which are all foreigners. I think just one person that um, I might say is a typical Ghanaian who didn't travel and is having an infection and he passed away. Okay, let me not talk much about that contact issue, but my point of view is the traces. What is government doing about the traces? All these people are carrying these viruses around. So what is government doing about it? I have been sitting indoor here and I'm crying deeply in my heart, crying deeply in my body, because it pains me a lot to see much donations with buckets, tea rolls, and nose masks. I want to ask, these things, are they going to really solve the problem, or you want us to be equipped like in preventing instead of tackling the main problem? That is my question. I'm not saying what they are doing, their donations that they are doing are bad. It's a bad practice. But here is the situation. It is a contact that spread the virus. So why don't we tackle the main problem than um, give donations on buckets and a whole lot? I don't get it. I don't get it. That is my point of view. To me, I see it not to be helpful to the society now. What I think will be helpful is government should set up team or set up groups or committees that will follow up the traces so far with COVID-19. Because if I have a handshake or I have a contact with somebody who has been infected, the person also takes it home, shares with the family. That is how it spreads. So I think that is the basic thing government should tackle. Right now, we need not to waste time because we only have almost less than 300 cases. And if we look at the numbers that are recording now, it's not something we should just look at it. Oh, it's normal if we prevent. the virus is not going to spread. If we think that way, my brother, my sister, I tell you, you'll be at home and somebody will bring the virus to you. We'll be in our hospitals and people will carry them out and then share to us wherever we are. We should ask ourselves. I was watching UTV news and I realized China government has made donation. They brought some PPEs and stuff to help control the COVID-19. But I'm surprised none of these government appointees couldn't ask those who brought this PPEs that how did they go about um, tackling their issue in China. China, as of today, they don't have any suspected cases anywhere. They are not recording any case. So how did they go about it? That is what we have to ask them, so that they teach us the methods that they can use to control this COVID-19. But instead, we are just receiving the PPEs, and I'm still not okay with the PPEs, because no matter how you wear the PPEs, right, and you think you are taking care of the patients that are infected, right? The more people are spreading the virus, because the virus, those that have been infected are taking it around. So if we are not going to look for them, if we are not tracing them to secure them, quarantine them, and then do terror checks on them, then I'm sorry, then we still come back to cost 90, because at the end you share PPEs and then you have more cases. That means you are increasing your problem. Instead of tackling the main problem, you are just beating about the bush. That is why I decided to make this video to share on Facebook and to share on YouTube, so that Ghanaians, the government, the agencies, everybody is going to watch this video and see if what I'm really saying, it really makes sense. Instead of tracing to know those that are having the suspected cases and then taking care of that their problem as a problem. We are rather equipping people with precautions. Precautions is good though. I don't say it's bad. It's good, but we are not tackling the main problem. As a technician, as an electrical technician, if you have a fault, right? Let's say you have a short circuit and you don't tackle the problem, and you decide to isolate, or you decide to, I mean, cut off power supply, instead of looking for the main problem that is causing the short circuit, right? You decide to cut off the power supply and say you are okay. The moment you turn on the power again, boom, it goes off again until you rectify the problem. Anytime you turn on your switch, there's a spark. You never solve the problem. You are not done. If you don't solve the problem, you are not done with your troubleshooting. So I think this is the time we have to separate. Government really needs to tackle the traces. That is the most important thing. When the plane that brought these two suspected cases, I believe those in the whole airline should have been quarantined, but we left them open and they have spread the virus. Now we are now looking for them, tracing them, and it's been so difficult. But I believe in passports. In our passport that we have, if we have national security to trace with their IDs, they will locate each and everybody where he or she is located. And if we are able to announce the number of people that were on board, I think that will also help. At least they should come to a point where they will call all those people on board to come for checkup, because you might not know you are carrying the virus, but immediately you leave your premises, probably you have the virus, you leave a contact either by your seat, by the door locks, by your door handles, whatever you touch, you leave a contact trace. So whoever touches that thing also carries the virus. So I think government has to really open its eyes and then see what is going on. This is not time for receiving donations of buckets and all those stuff. I think for now it's not helping. It's not helping. And if they are making all these donations and we are not looking for the contact traces, then it still costs 90. We still come back to the same spot. We still come back to the same spot because the number of cases that will be recorded very soon, we can't have control over it. Even what is happening in Spain and in America, Iran, the number of cases that are being recorded, they having equipment, they are not able to control it. So I believe our minimum number of cases that we have here, we should be able to, quench it once and for all by contacting the traces, those that came to Ghana with these viruses, and it couldn't even show up. Those that were on board on that same flight, I think we should start tracing them. We should start tracing them. And if it comes to a point where one person took it to maybe Teshinungwa and around, or Labadi, I'm just saying it. I don't mean the virus have been being in Teshinungwa. I'm just locating some just specific areas. If somebody takes it to that place, I think as a good Ghanaian, you should be able to tell the officers or the team that will come out looking for these traces that, oh, I went to Teshi, I went here, so that another team will also take over. And then with all this kind of traces that we are locating, we can cut off this problem once and for all. I'll be very happy if you also share this video, and for Ghana government or the authorities to hear of what we are saying. I believe I'm not perfect, but this is the little that I can say to my fellow Ghanaians. I believe it will help, because for now I'm locked back home and I'm just watching TV, and from the information that I'm hearing day in day out is all about the preventions, but we are not talking about how to control, how to solve the problem, so that we end this pandemic issue, this COVID-19 that is going out and it's circulating. So thank you once again. Thank you, fellow Ghanaians. Thank you, my friends and family, for listening to me. God bless you all, and I hope and pray that by the grace of God, this COVID-19 problem will be solved in the blood of Jesus Christ. Amen.